When the evening settles and the day grows still, stories rise softly from memory's hill. These are the letters we carry inside, stories of love, loss, and pride. Welcome, my friend, to Porch Light Letters.
Hey, kia ora, Helen Brums here, coming to you live from Paraparaumu in New Zealand. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Welcome to Porch Light Letters podcast number 2438. What's our question? How do I include oral history in a family tree? That is a super great question, especially since we're talking about capturing the stories, recording them via audio, video, doing the transcripts and all of that sort of stuff. What do you do with them? How do you attach them to the tree? Great question. For those celebrating Easter, happy Easter Sunday, which is what it is here in New Zealand. So let's get into our questions for today. So a family tree shows relationships, oral history shows life. So if you think about this, you've got DNA shows that you are blood related, but not how. Genealogy shows how you are related, and that's just all the facts and the figures, and then oral history shows life. So we've got those three components there, and they all work together. Not one can do all. Total brain, it just went completely out the window. Anyway, so attach stories to individuals in the tree. Many digital platforms allow notes or documents to be added to each person. Adding oral history enriches profiles. It turns names into people. And yes, on some platforms you can do that. Some have limitations, but that's okay. There are workarounds because you can use transcripts as supporting documents. Transcripts can be uploaded alongside records. You can upload them as a PDF. You can preferably as a PDF or a JPEG or a PNG. This provides context and depth, and written stories complement structured data. So in Ancestry, for example, you can upload the file into the gallery, and then you can attach that media to the event. So if you're talking about somebody's wedding, you can attach that media to the event. You can't upload yet MP4s or MP3s, but what you can do is upload the transcript. Inside the transcript, the PDF file, have a link that takes them to where they can hear the audio or watch the video. And you can do it that way. Also in Ancestry too, they have a place where you can actually add websites there as well and label them as you need to, and then attach them to the record of the record that they belong to. So there are ways that you can get around that as well. Highlight key themes within stories. Identifying themes such as migration or occupation helps organize content. Themes make stories easier to navigate. Structure supports understanding. Link records to specific events. Connecting interviews to events such as marriage or migration adds clarity. This strengthens the timeline, stories align with the facts. Like I said, when you're in Ancestry, each fact that you upload, you can attach a source to that. The source can be the actual source of the documents or the records, which Ancestry very kindly automatically fills in when you add a record to your ancestors' files. It will automatically bring across the source information. If you want to use that same source for a different event because it has the same information and it relates to that event that the source is for, then you can go and add that. You can also add in media, which is photographs, PDF files, and things like that you can upload into the gallery for that person and attach them to that person's file. And then they've got a place where you can add websites as well. So balance structure with narrative. Family trees provide order while stories provide meaning. Using both creates a fuller picture. Integration strengthens storytelling. And why does this all matter? You're probably going, why does this all matter? Oral history transforms family trees into living history. Think about that. Oral history transforms family trees into living history. When you hear the stories that go with the facts that you have, it makes history come alive for you. Think about if you like watching history documentaries and things. Does that not come alive for you as they tell you the story? What comes alive for you more about the facts and the data, or when you introduce a family story introduce somebody's story into that historical moment, it suddenly becomes alive. It suddenly becomes real because it involves a real person. Practical takeaway for today is attach stories and transcripts to individual profiles. If you want help integrating your oral history, please send us a private message. Let's get on a 30-minute discovery call and get you on the path to integrating your oral history with your tree. And in closing, a tree grows stronger when stories are added. We're all about stories here. So the tree grows stronger when stories are added. And with that, we are out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. And we will see you back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific time. 6 p.m. Pacific. Yes, 6 p.m. Pacific. It is now. We just went out of daylight saving, so I'm on at the regular time for me. It's an hour later for you guys. I apologize for that, but we were having lunch. We did a big charcuterie board and put it all out on the table and just sat there and nibbled and talked and told stories. And we even brought up, hey, do you remember the time that this happened? Remember the time? We had some of those moments too. We didn't record any of them. We were just a family of 5 sitting around a table having grazing and telling stories. And it was a really cool time. So I will be back to my regular time at 6 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. So go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. Hei konara.
The stories we carry stay bright through the night, a small steady glow in the fading light. Stories of love, loss, and pride we share until we meet again. Keep the porch light burning.